everybody, my name's Jill, and today I'll be showing you how to make these handmade Christmas gift bags. Christmas for me is my most favourite time of the year because that's when I get to show my friends and family just how much I love them by giving them a handmade gift, filled with goodies that I know they will love. If you like my content and you'd like to see my further DIYs and tutorials, please click the like button below and subscribe to my content, and also click the notification bell so you know when new videos are coming out. Without further ado, let's get into it. Today I'll be teaching you two methods to make the drawstring bag. For the first one, you'll require a sewing machine. For this project, you'll need some fabric. I'm using an old curtain, yay! And some ribbon, paint, an eraser, scissors, and a knife. First, fold the fabric in half so that the right sides are touching and measure out how wide and long you want your bag to be. I wanted mine to be about 25 by 18 centimeters. Remember to also add 2 centimeters for seam allowance. Then you can go ahead and cut that out and you'll be left with a long rectangle. Next, you want to measure out how low you want the top flap to be and how big you want the seam allowance to be. Mine's about 5 centimeters from the top and 2 centimeters from the edge. Then with the right sides touching, sew that together with a straight stitch. Next, open up the seam allowance and fold it in and sew with a straight stitch all the way down to where you made your mark. Crap, I made a mistake. Don't do what I did. I forgot to fold down the fabric behind. So make sure you fold down the fabric behind before you start sewing down the seam allowance. Do this to all 4 sides and you'll get something that looks like this. Fold it halfway down and sew it down on both sides with a straight stitch. When you're done with that, you can flip it and you'll get a mini bag. Yay! Next, cut 2 strips of ribbon. In this video, I actually only just had 1 long strip, which I later cut into 2 pieces. But for the purposes of demonstration, just grab a bobby pin and pin your ribbon. Thread the ribbon through the hole until it reaches the other end. Once you get there, continue threading to the other side so it forms a loop. And then you're done! Now let's move on to method 2. This is for all the people out there who, you might really hate using a sewing machine or not even have one, but have no fear. We'll just use trusty fabric glue. Steps are pretty much the same, except with glue you don't have to do any flipping. All you have to do is glue down all the layers. So first thing I did was I glued down the top flaps for both sides. I also folded in the seam so that it would be clean. Next, after you're done with that, you can glue the side seams in and fold the rectangle in half to make your bag. Once you've done that, put a heavy book on top and let it dry, and you're basically done. So much easier. Now we can get to the fun part, the designing. I took an old eraser and I drew a rough Christmas tree on it. It's basically just a triangle and a rectangle. My eraser was pretty small, so I couldn't go too detailed with it. So after that, take your eraser, go ahead and cut out your design from the eraser to make the stamp. Once you're done, grab some paint and place it on your new stamp and print it on the bag. Remember to put some cardboard inside the bag as well so the paint doesn't seep onto the other side. Repeat this until you're happy with your print. I decided to go with a dark and a light just to create some, uniqueness. After that, I decided to add some stars to the slightly faded trees. I got some yellow paint and I just basically dabbed on the star print. After that, I also added some speckled snow to the darker trees just to add a bit of definition. You don't really have to do this step, it's completely up to you. And then lastly, I added some baubles to finish off the design. Because my ribbon was a bit too long before, I cut it in half and I threaded the second section through, and then I tied off the loose ends. And voila, you're done! Now you can put in your favourite things and gifts into the bag and make it a memorable and thoughtful gift for this holiday season. Okay, I hope you guys found that really helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions about how to do it or how to make it. Just put it in the comments below, and also if there's anything else that you would like me to do a tutorial on, just put it down in the comments below. So I actually ended up making two styles. So this is the one that you saw in the video, and this is the other one. And this is just a Christmas tree. I cut out the tree with some cardboard and then I just painted the stripes. I can do a tutorial on it if you want as well. And yeah, don't worry about it not being perfect. The most important part is that you could be as creative as you want on it, because regardless, the person that you're giving this gift to will love it because of all the time and effort that you put into it. So I hope you guys have fun making these bags and spreading the Christmas holiday joy. Yeah, if you like my content, please subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!